All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is make a magic ring. So with your index and middle finger held out, you're going to leave a bit of a tail for weaving in your ends, and we're going to wrap the yarn around these two fingers twice. So you get 2 loops on the front of your fingers, and on the back side, you're going to see that they kind of cross over each other like an X. Holding these 2 loops in place with your thumb, we're going to insert our hook underneath that first loop, grab that second loop with your hook and pull it underneath the first. Now twist your hook towards you and remove the loop from your fingers. Now to lock this magic ring in place, we're going to chain 1. So for round 1, we're going to work into this magic ring. So we're going to make a single crochet, chain 2 4 times. So insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over, draw up a loop, so you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's a single crochet. Now chain 2, 1, 2. So we've done this 1 time, we're going to do it 3 more times. So single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, that's 2 times, single crochet, chain 1, 2, that's 3 times, into this magic ring, single crochet, chain 1, 2, that's 4 times. All right, drop your working yarn, grab your tail, and we're gonna pull this magic ring closed. Going into that first single crochet that we made, so right here, going under both loops, we're gonna yarn over, pull through the stitch and the loop on our hook to make a slip stitch. And this is round 1. For round 2, we're gonna turn our work and we're gonna chain 1 to get started. Now, it might be a little hard to see, but this gap right here is our chain 2. So we're gonna insert our hook into that space and we're gonna make 1 single crochet, chain 1. This is half of our corner. We're gonna come back to it at the end. I'm gonna show you guys how this works, but for now, just remember that this is only part of our corner. Okay, we're gonna skip over this single crochet and we're gonna go directly into the next chain 2. So pull your stitches apart, kind of wiggle them, and you'll see that gap or that space. Insert your hook into that space. We're gonna make a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2. Into that same space, we're gonna make a second single crochet. And that is our first complete corner. Chain 1. Into the next chain 2 space, we're gonna make a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, followed by a second single crochet, chain 1, all into that same space. Okay, going into the next chain 2 space right here, we're going to make a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1. Okay, so we've made 3 complete corners and we're back at our first corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into that first chain 2 space and we're going to make a single crochet, chain 2. Now this works because we started with a single crochet and now we have a second single crochet and a chain 2 between them. To close the round, we're going to insert our hook into that first single crochet and we're going to make a slip stitch. Perfect. So this is round 2. Round 3, we're going to turn our work and we're going to chain 1. So we're going to insert our hook into the chain 2 and make a single crochet, chain 1. So that's the first half of our corner. We're going to finish it at the end of the round. So we have 2 single crochets here and there's a chain 1 between them. So what we're going to do is insert our hook into the chain 1 space. We're going to make a single crochet, chain 1. That's the side of our square. Now we're at our corner, so this chain 2. So we're going to insert our hook into that space and make a corner stitch. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1. Our first complete corner. Now we're going to move along this side of our square. So between these 2 single crochets, there's that chain 1. We're going to make a single crochet, chain 1 into that space. And into our corner chain 2, we're going to make a corner stitch. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1. Moving along the third side of our square, between these 2 single crochet, there's that chain 1. So we're going to make a single crochet, chain 1 into that space. Into your chain 2, we're going to make a corner stitch. And we're going to work along the last side of our square. So into this chain 1 space between these 2 single crochets, make a single crochet, chain 1. Now we're back at our first corner, so to finish it, we're going to go into that chain 2 space, make a single crochet, chain 2, and we're going to close it with a slip stitch. So going into that first single crochet, we're going to make a slip stitch, and that is the end of round 3. Okay guys, for round 4, turn your work and chain 1. Now going into that corner chain 2 space, we're going to make a single crochet, chain 1. That's the first half of our corner. We're going to work along the side. So there's these chain 1 spaces here. Into every chain 1 space, we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1 until we get to our corner. So at our corner chain 2, we're going to go into that space and make a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1. We're going to repeat this all the way around. So going into each chain 1 space, we're going to make a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1 until we get to our corner. Into the corner, we're going to work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1. Along the last side, we're going to work into our chain 1 spaces, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and we're back at our first corner. So into this chain 2 space, we're going to make a single crochet, chain 2, and we're going to go into that first single crochet and make a slip stitch to close the round. That's round 4. Alright guys, so we are at the end of round 6 and we're at our final corner. We've just made a single crochet, chain 2 into that first corner. And so right now we're going to change color. So to do that, we're going to find that first single crochet that we made. We're going to insert our hook and go under both loops. And we're going to drop our current color. Now we're going to need this color for future rounds, so just let it dangle from your work. With your new color, loop it over your finger, making sure to leave a nice long tail so that you can weave in your ends later. Pick up the new color with your hook and pull it through that stitch and the loop on your hook, and that makes a slip stitch, and now we've changed color. So we're going to turn our work. We're going to start the round the exact same way, and we're going to continue working just with a new color. So we're also going to be changing color at the end of round 8, so I'll show you how to do that once more. Okay guys, we're at the end of round 8. We've just made a single crochet, chain 2, so now it's time to make our slip stitch and change color. So going into that first single crochet that we made, we're going to insert our hook under both loops and we're going to drop our current color. If you need this color for future rounds, then just leave it dangling from your work, but if not, leave a nice long tail and trim it. Your first color, the green for me, should still be dangling from your work right here because we didn't want to work over top of it. We just wanted to have it dangling in the same spot. So we're going to loop it over our finger, yarn over with our hook, and pull it through the stitch and the loop on your hook to change color. So on the right side of our work, we're not going to be able to see where we've changed colors, but if we turn our work, you're gonna see this color change here. So see that green poking through? So that'll be on the back side. And just like before guys, we're gonna start the round the exact same way, and we're just gonna continue working with our new color until the next color change. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below.